Hey guys, Corey here from Investor Life, and we help investors just like you, whether you're a newbie or a seasoned investor, scale your portfolio in real estate without using your own money. Today, guys, we're talking about analyzing a neighborhood. And, we've have other videos on analyzing a market. We're now talking about the neighborhood within that market. And then, of course, we have other videos about analyzing properties within that neighborhood. So we're kind of in the middle section here. We're going to talk about what things do we look for when we're analyzing what neighborhood in a particular market we're going to invest in. So let's say we've done our research. The market we've chosen is a major city in one of our provinces. Well, now what neighborhood within that city is the one we're going to choose to buy our investment property? Now, some neighborhoods are completely underpriced when it comes to us as investors. The price you pay versus the rent you would be able to collect just doesn't make any sense. You're not going to be able to cash flow. So what other factors, though, do we look for when we're choosing a neighborhood? Three main areas we're going to look at now when it comes to choosing our neighborhood. Well, one is, and you've heard this a million times, guys, location, location, location. Yes, the location of our properties, the location of our neighborhood is extremely important because that's what good tenants are going to be looking for. And so in order for us to have a lower vacancy, in order for us to fill our vacancies quicker, in order for us to attract a high quality tenant, our property needs to be located in the right spot. So what kind of things are our tenants looking for? What do they want to be close to? We talked about in our market analysis how people want to be close to jobs. If jobs are being created in a market, well, people want to live nearby that or within a certain amount of minutes as far as a drive is concerned. And remember, guys, that people measure distance now not by kilometers, but by time. You never hear somebody say, well, yeah, I live 21.3 kilometers from my job. No, you hear them say, I live a 5 or a 6 minute drive away. That's what's important, is the time. So distance is measured by time. So you want your neighborhood that you were going to be purchasing a property in to be close to where people can get high paid jobs, because those are going to be the tenants you're going to want to market to. Of course, things that help that, things that bring those jobs closer are major transportation changes. Maybe there's ring roads that are built, or freeways that help people have access to the high-paying jobs quickly. If the property or the neighborhood is close to one of an on or an off ramp to one of those freeways, that really helps. Maybe there's high-speed rail or high-speed bus stations in our particular neighborhood or near our neighborhood, major transit stations. These are the types of things that bring the rest of the city or the rest of that market closer to the neighborhood that people are buying in, or that we may consider buying in. Some other things we want to look for in our neighborhood, and of course we want to rank all of these things down, guys. We want to know what is close by this property that we're considering, or this neighborhood we're considering. Are they able to walk for their groceries? Do they need to drive to get to those types of amenities? How far away is shopping? How far away is the nearest coffee shop? Those are the types of things that people look for as well when they are wanting to rent a property. So if our neighborhood has all of those amenities within it, or is at least close by to it, that is going to help us rent our properties as well. And not only when it comes to renting our properties, but when we do go to exit out of a certain property, it attracts buyers to those areas as well. And one other thing that you want to consider, guys, when it comes to location is, what is the reputation of that neighborhood? And this might be something you need to ask questions, either people who live in that neighborhood or people who live in other parts of that city. How do they view that particular neighborhood? Is it one where there's maybe a higher crime rate? Is it one that's very transient? People move in and out very quickly. Is it one that has a lot of upper class schools? Is it one that people want to be living in, or has a great reputation? So the reputation has a big factor on how well that neighborhood is going to perform as far as us as an investor. And, you've heard that saying, it's different across the tracks. It's so true that you can have a house on one side of the train tracks and a house on the other that can be completely different, can be valued hundreds of $1,000s apart just because they are in a different neighborhood. So those are the kinds of things that we need to have boots on the ground. We need to be talking to our investor focused realtors. We need to be talking to our property managers. We need to be talking to others that might live in that city and get their opinion. What do you guys think about this particular neighborhood within this market? And the more information that you're able to gather on that, the more educated you're going to be moving forward, and the less you're going to have as far as surprises go when you're trying to rent that property out, or in the future when you're trying to sell that particular property. But hopefully this one helped you today, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.